What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1997 movie Liar Liar. So, forced by his son's birthday wish, fast-talking attorney and habitual liar, Fletcher Reed must tell the truth for the next 24 hours. I love this movie. I think Liar Liar is an absolute blast from start to finish. It's a really great movie. The premise is brilliant and everything. Forcing a lawyer who lies for a living to tell the truth for 24 hours creates an endless comedic possibilities, and the movie takes full advantage of every single one. It's one of the most high concept comedies that executes its idea almost perfectly. Jim Carrey is absolutely phenomenal as Fletcher Reed. Just really great performance. Fletcher starts out as a selfish, dishonest jerk, but Jim Carrey's incredible charisma and comedic timing makes him surprisingly easy to root for and everything, which, given if it was a different actor, it may not have worked as well as it did. Everything. Beneath all the over-the-top humor, he brings enough vulnerability and humanity to the role that you genuinely want to see Fletcher become a better person, which is just something you don't really get in movies nowadays. Justin Cooper also delivers a great performance too as his son Max. It's one of the strongest child performances in a comedy movie to me, right up there with the Sprouse Twins and Big Daddy. He's incredibly likable and believable, and as someone who grew up with divorced parents, I always found the character to be pretty relatable and stuff too. His relationship with Fletcher gives the movie its emotional heart, for sure. Maura Tierney is wonderful as Audrey, Fletcher's ex-wife and the mother of Max, and she's really good too. She's easy to sympathize with because her frustrations with Fletcher are completely understandable and everything, yet you can still tell what's best, that she just wants what's best for Max and everything. And even Cary Elwes, who does a really great job as Jerry, is great in here too. And even though the movie positions him as Fletcher's competition, he's honestly a genuinely nice guy who gets kind of treated unfairly by the end of the movie. I think that he kind of got done dirty and stuff because he was just trying to be a good boyfriend to Audrey and a stepfather figure to Max without trying to replace Fletcher and stuff. He was just a really likable character, and I kind of felt bad for him by the end of this movie. The comedy is relentless in here. The jokes come so fast that there's almost never a dull moment, and somehow the movie gets even funnier every time I watch it, which I can say about a lot of Jim Carrey stuff, but it's one of Jim Carrey's best showcases of physical comedy too, especially in like the scene where he's beating himself up in the bathroom and everything. Just love that scene. That part is hilarious and everything. But what really elevates Liar Liar though is its heart. Fletcher's journey from absent, dishonest father into someone who finally puts his son first is genuinely touching, and beneath all the outrageous comedy is a surprisingly heartfelt story about family second chances and becoming a better person. It's something that I think that modern comedies are really missing nowadays and everything. Like you know, a lot of comedy movies nowadays just don't really have that anymore. But as far as my favorite moments go, the opening scene where Max tells the teacher that his father is a liar is a perfect way to introduce the story and immediately let you know what kind of movie you're in for it. It's just a really great opening. I also love all of Fletcher and Max's scenes together. When Fletcher actually makes an effort to be a good father and stuff, and it shows their relationship, you can really tell how much they love each other, and that's also part of what makes the movie work so good. The elevator scene, oh yeah, I'll get to that in a minute, but the moment where Max's wish comes true and takes effect is comedy gold and everything, because it takes place right as Fletcher is finishing having sex with his co-worker, and everything. And she's like, that was amazing, and asks how it is for him and stuff. And he's like, I've had better, and everything. That scene is just one of the funniest scenes in the entire movie. Just cracks me up every time and everything. And I about die laughing every time I watch it. The elevator scene where Fletcher can't stop complimenting the woman's boobs is another really unforgettable, funny moment and everything. And he just keeps, every time he opens his mouth, he just keeps getting himself in more and more trouble as the scene goes on. It's just absolutely hilarious. Unhinged Jim Carrey. And the boardroom sequence where he completely roasts everybody in the room is just like Jim Carrey at his absolute best. I just love that scene, the way he just roasts everybody and stuff. Just really, really funny moment and everything. The climactic scene, chase scene with where he's trying to stop the plane and everything to stop Audrey and Max from leaving is completely ridiculous and everything. He hijacks a airport stair vehicle, which would never work in real life and everything, but it's such a fun, over-the-top grand gesture moment that I just can't help but love it. And like I said, it's just something you don't see in movies nowadays anymore. It's something I kind of miss in comedy stuff, where people would do crazy stuff to fix their wrongdoings and stuff like that. And like I've said, as a child of divorce, I also have kind of had a connection with this movie. I kind of always had a soft spot for the ending and everything. I think it's definitely idealized and unrealistic for sure. Everything, one of the most unrealistic endings in comedy movies for sure. But Fletcher and Audrey reconcile after everything. Actually is a nice ending. It always makes me smile. As far as negatives go, my biggest complaint is Jennifer Tilly's character. She's such a sleazy person and stuff, and you don't really connect. I never have been able to connect with her in this role. I've never really liked her as this character. I think she's fine as a character. I just don't really like the character herself and everything. And I think that we should have gotten a little bit more closure regarding her court case by the end of the film. That they kind of leave things hanging and stuff, and I kind of wish they would have maybe added just a little bit more to find out more about like what happens with the case and everything. I know that's not the entire plot of the movie, but I would have liked to see what would have happened after where it was left off, because I mean they didn't finish the court case completely by the time the movie was over and everything. She got to take the kids home, but the hearing, the custody stuff was not over and everything. So I wish they would have done a little bit more with that and everything. But all in all, Liar Liar remains one of my all-time favorite movies of Jim Carrey. It used to be my number one of his and everything, but I feel like it's probably gone down a little bit. Part of me wants to say Dumb and Dumber is my most favorite, because I've rewatched that one so many times, more times over this one in the last 10 to 15 years and everything. So I think Dumb and Dumber is now my favorite one of his, but this is still one of my most favorites, and it's possibly even number 2 and everything. It's one that I can revisit over and over again and still not get tired of. It's just a really great movie. It's hilarious, surprisingly heartfelt, and it's one of Jim Carrey's greatest comedy performances for sure. And if you're looking for a comedy that balances non-stop laughs with genuinely good, heartfelt, emotional moments, this is a really great one. I highly recommend Liar Liar. So I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Liar Liar, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody. I just want to say thank you for watching this video and everything. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends and get more people going, help the channel grow. I really appreciate it, and thank you all, and have a good day.